Hey, what's good? What's going on, everybody? You already know who this is, and it's definitely your investor, your educator, student, friend, and regular, degular Joe. Sharp Blue coming back at you once again here at
Forex is stupid.
and man, look, thank you for coming back on with me. It's actually late at night, so I wanted to make sure I always get on and get the analysis for this week. I've had a rocky Monday leading into the Tuesday now. This leading into Wednesday, but it's not Wednesday yet, it's still Tuesday. So it is 11:32 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, man, this is what you get. You get the laid back part of Forex, foreign exchange, learning all this good stuff. So I have four trades that we're going to go over, see what they did from last week, skim it to this week. I'm going to add a few features to the chart coming to the new year, 2025. So make sure y'all stay around. And yeah, I want to make sure it stays simple. We monitor the same trades. These going to be the same trades that we look at. And if you want to look at more trades, make sure you hit me up for mentorship. And if you don't want to hit me up for mentorship, make sure you tap into our free courses that we're giving out each week. Definitely some tips, tools, indicators, and all that stuff that I use and I've seen be profitable for me. Giving it out to you. Hopefully it helps for you. And maybe you'll find a link below that'll connect you to someone that can help you. All right. So if I can't be the person, then I could be a plug. But anyway, call me the plug to foreign exchange. All right. Anyway, so let's go over these four charts. Like I said, I gotta hit the gym early in the rising. Gotta go by 4:30. So let's make this count. Okay. So the last week, um, this is December 17th, Tuesday. So last week was, give me a second. I got my calendar. Like, hold on. Last week was December 10th. Yeah, December 10th was last week. And then you had that Monday, which was the 9th of 2023, 24. Where we going? See, this is why you need to go to bed. That's why you need to go to bed. 24, man. So yeah, we're gonna look at what happened. So this is USD JPY. I honestly still like it for what it is right now. I mean JPY USD. Oh here. And it yeah. Yeah, that. So over there in the corner right there is JPY USD. I still kind of like it for what it is. Um, I still wouldn't get into this trade right now because if you look at it in a whole picture type deal, then I see a chart pattern on this higher time frame. So me dropping down to a smaller time frame, I just need to find that reversal chart pattern that shows me the indication that. But this has already showed me a couple things that it has already ended this sale. Um, I don't. I don't want to show that one. Pivot points. Sorry about that. And somewhere in between this, I'm gonna turn this camera off. Not saying I don't want you to see me. It's just I want you to focus on the chart and nothing else, like I'm doing anything else, but just focus it on the chart itself. Um, so pivot points, pivot points. We're gonna take everything off there. It's not a pivot point. Um, yeah. Sorry about that. I need to move this out the way. Okay. I don't need the exact location of anything. I'm looking for these pivot points, but I still didn't document it the way I wanted to. So give me a second. Uh, okay. So I know that may seem confusing to you looking at the lines and the colors and all that good stuff, but anyway, this is what makes sense to me. If you we're still below the pivot level, so to I still think this is buy-in though. Like I feel like um We're still in a good position of a buy. Yeah. Boom, boom. Because I saw that on the 4 hour, even though I see this on a higher time frame. You see that double bottom right there? Boom, boom. Um, see this double bottom here, boom, boom. And then you see some key pointers right there. You have this head down here, a little sideways shoulder here, and then a retest in that same zone. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, starting off, all right, before we even do anything, I had not say counted earlier today when I was going over things with my students in the academy and going through mentorship. Excuse me. What I was saying, I don't know. Oh, when we was going over some things in the academy mentorship, I already looked at news. So looking at news to make sure we do that for first and foremost, forexfactory.com. So I want this to be a lot of quiet moments. So on forexfactory.com, um, JPY, this is Wednesday. It's not been the best for on Wednesday. And I mean, yeah. So CC is red coming into this Wednesday. JPY is red. JPY USD is yellow, orange, red. And I don't want to trade those type of folders. I'm going to see actions and movements in the market that if it was a yellow folder, those wouldn't happen. So I don't really want to see GBP red, USD red, yellow, orange, JPY is for Thursday yellow. Then going into that Friday, USD is red. I don't trade on Fridays, so that is something I'm not looking at. Yeah, so red folders, yellow folders, and orange folders. So I don't want to trade that, but just looking at that setup, we was looking at it first. Um, on a greater scale, like today, I still solely like this buying side setup. I truly do. Honestly, feels like price come back into this pivot low here. We start looking for those buying positions. And as you see on a small time frame, let me get rid of some of this. Yeah, and then you just going off of that price. Oh, and it came back down to retest. So no, previous high, previous low, previous high, previous low, previous high, previous low, overall high. We'll go ahead down to retest the original origin of the trend, did not break it. So yeah, I do think prices will be buying back up in these areas. So um I like it. I actually like to where it's at right now. I don't want to clear the chart and then go back over it at this time frame. If you really want to know what I thought about this chart in particular, you can go back and look at last week analysis. I kind of broke that down and then started off the first video week analysis. You can watch that one. But going into after this year, starting 2025, I'll be deleting everything on the charts and then going over. I'm just monitor the charts and marking them up as we go. So a lot of these things we did inside the academy. But yeah, I do totally feel that look at that previous high, 5 hour high low, high low, a higher low, and then start make like an equal low right about there. Um and then price, if you look at it where my mouse is, price is making how you call them? Lower highs, right? Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. I mean, I get confused. Like, well, lower low, followed by lower low, and another lower low, followed by a higher low. I was saying it backwards. Followed by a higher low, and then price retest that low. So this was some key areas for price. in the past, and then this was the last, previous high, previous low. Price broke out of that, and then as you can see, we testing it. So I do think, honestly, price has done selling this. I feel price right here can get back up to this high, because if you see, this would be where price decide to break the trend, right? So this is the new high, follow low, right? So you buy high, sell low, buy low, sell high, right? I don't know. That's why you need to go sleep anyway. You buy low, sell high, boom. So previous high, previous low, right? So I want to see if price is going to respect it, come back to retest this high because it respected the previous low. And then we look and see what price did right now. Is it in the area where the previous low is? Yes, it is. This is me just not even putting anything else on this chart. This low is lower. I mean, this is the lowest low, and then the low next to it respected it, and then when price came back, it respected all two lows. So I do see price coming back up to here. And let me see, yeah, to sell. I mean to buy. I do still like that, but I would want to see price do something different. That makes sense. I want to see price do something different. And then if you look, pull back on, was it the month? I don't know what's the month. No, the week, because I don't want to make this video too draggy. This is where we are. So, um, but we're not trading for a week. We're just in a, previous high, previous low, previous high, previous low, because this low was not, the low, the original low, the previous low didn't get taken out, right? Boom. Then respected it, but then took out the high. Boom, respected the low, but then take out the high. Price bought all the way back up to this previous high, bought up, and this was sold back down. So it's some areas that's rejecting price, and then as you can see, we broke those areas. And I can talk more into that going into the lessons. It makes sense, all this stuff, but just staying on task, because that's my main thing when I get on here, stay on task. Um, JPY, JPY USD, I'm not interested to trade at this currently moment. I'm still watching it. I do have entry points down here for a buy limit, but I want to see it transpire into some things first before I actually do that. Like, okay. Um, so yeah, boom, boom. Overall, yeah. Yeah, so that's what we are for that. Um, so we're still gonna monitor JPY USD. We're gonna look at gold. And then I'm going to take my face off of here. And every now and then you'll see me click it, put it back up there. Not saying I don't want you to see me. I just want you guys to focus on the chart. Um, Gold. So this is currently where we are for gold. We want to see if price, as we see, was on a really amazing trend. And it respected the trend. But at some point in time, it broke below the trend and closed below it. Okay, that's still showing a buy with that indicator. Pivot level still showing the buy, but that's on the week. We're gonna drop down to the original daytime frame to look at this. So prices on the trend, it broke outside of the trend on this candlestick, November 13th, 2024. It broke and closed below, and the following next candlestick opened above the trend line that was initially made, but then it broke, closed below the trend line. And it was lower than the previous candlestick, and then it pulled back, retesting it, and it gave three nice little bullish candlesticks for this pullback. One, two, three. All right, retested this zone right here, previous high, previous low, and as you can see, that zone has been tested again. Um, why would you do that? We don't want to go there. All right. And as you see, price have created high. This is the highest high. Price has been, I want to use my arrow for this. Price has been the highest high right here, followed by higher low, followed by higher low. And this is where price at the time, low, highest high and highest low, right? So this is a higher low, followed by a lower low, and lower low, right? So there's a few things happened up here, but price broke this trend line. There was another trend line which was here that was stronger. This was the inner trend line. And this was the outer trend line that we used. Even though gold don't necessarily use trends. When we pull back on this higher time frame, and you saw it when we was looking at it on a day, this was a nice trend. There's multiple touch points right here at the origin of the trend, and then when price start to buy, pull back to retest that trend, right? Bought out to create high highs, retest that trend multiple times. Then it took off away from the trend like a run, and then it came back inside. But even then, when it did the run, it had an inner trend. So the second trend line was really significant. When price fell below, I don't know if you can see that peak right there, but it's a head. This is a left shoulder, right shoulder pattern. So that would be a head and shoulder pattern. We're looking at this on the 4 hour time frame. I think we saw that too on the day. But I'm gonna use this head and shoulder. Wait, yeah, to mark the head. Our left shoulder, the head, um, and the right shoulder. Boom. All right. So this is what we see off the 4 hour, and then if you pull back on the day, you still essentially see that just in a higher scale, right? So on as you see on this daytime frame, price just showed this previous high, previous low, and then creating a higher high, and then breaking into these lows, right? Breaking out of market structure, so we're breaking into these lows. Instead of making a higher low or a low high, however you want to say it, it made a lower low. I get tongue tied with that, right? And then we came back into this level it broke out of. It tested multiple times. On the daytime, it tested 1 day, 2 days, almost there, 3 days, 4 days, 4 days of testing. And we go down to the 4 hour, it did it multiple times within that. Right. So this trend line was initially broken. Like I said, the gold don't really go with the trend. So there was a nice trend gold was on. And then it started creating higher lows. Um, right, high high. So even to that point, it's a high high, 5 hour low, a high low, high high, 5 hour high low, higher high, equal low, higher low, lower low, boom. Higher low, followed by another low low, higher low, followed by another low low, boom. And um we're talking about support resistance later, but this was zone was used. And then when you find the head and shoulder pattern, the left shoulder, head and the right shoulder, you put it right there at the neckline. Boom. This zone was used multiple times, but we'll talk about that. If you honestly, if you go back to the last video, you'll see how I did it. So drop down to the 1 hour. Um, just being patient with this trade, honestly. It pulled back to retest the areas that it's in right now. It's kind of like a range if you really want to look at it because it's bouncing off this zone multiple times. It was in the past a resistant level. In the past, there was a resistant level at this white line, and then once price broke above that, creating two new highs and new lows, then there was a where the lows was created, there was a support level that was created, a support zone. And so price resisted that zone, resisted at this zone, resisted this zone multiple times, 1, 2, 3 times. And each time price came down to revisit this low because this the low is testing from the previous high. Yeah, this the low that was testing. Um, it's kind of ranging if you look at it in a small scale between because this is the range here. I think this is more of a double top because this was the break trend line and retest in the inner trend line. Break price, come back and test it, retest. And if you was in this trade, it would have put us in that trade, which we are not right now. I think I ended up moving this too, so we have like a later entry down in here. But price put you into this trade to get that liquidity grab. So I feel like it's coming back down here to go in the way that we were thinking overall. That information. Yeah, falling below our pivot levels. What that look like on a day? No, not the day, the 4 hour pivot levels. Mm, okay, they're not maximizing the way I want it to. So yeah, I wanted this to stay below. the pivot levels. Yeah. It started to lose some momentum right about there too. So, um, to be honest, I still want to look at this trade. Like, if I enter in on gold, it will be having to be down here when price revisit this area. That's where I would get in at. Um, yeah, that's what I would get in at. Um, but essentially at this point in time, price higher high for higher low. It has not broke the recent higher high or the higher low and the lower low. So I want to see what price do in those two zones. Um, I drugged them out so you can see it, but these zones right here. Boom. This is where we at. Boom. Price hasn't broke above or below. So I want to see what they do. And the reason I just put it back so you can see how these zones in the past were significant zones. All right, so we'll keep an eye on gold, see what they do. Um, yeah, actually, I don't. I'll just move this so you don't think I'm actually take that trade. Price break below here. What is this? 50. Mm-hmm. Because this is a significant zone of the past. So the next one will be here. You sell to there, there. Consolidation here. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah. I want to see what they do because it could be a fake out. You know what I'm saying? You know how gold work. But I'm still interested. It hasn't broke out this zone, so I want to see what it do this upcoming week. Um, Nas 100 we're still currently in this trade. I am honestly loving this trade, and I'll tell you why. I took this trade with very much confidence, not overly confident. I had my, eh, but I stayed inside my rules. I didn't overly complicate the trade. Um, Getting up earlier today, going into this week, talking to my students, right? Um, we was going over the charts, making sure everything's still moving the way we planned. I kind of got timid, but I had to reflect on it because the timid the timidness didn't come from like trading, it came from life. So I was thinking about some things in life and my children, like, and how much I love them and stuff, and just what happened when we all perish and all that good stuff. We're no longer here to share moments and memories, and so kind of had me down a little bit this morning, in a different mindset. So I didn't take any new trades. This trade I am currently taking, and we was already in it. So I'm very excited to see what it's gonna do. We're currently up like what last time I looked at it was 300 and something dollars. Um, I'm still confident in this trade because if you look at the the overall of this trade coming off the 4 hour or the day, well, not the day, 4 hour. I wouldn't trade this off the day. Um, This white area right here where price was at, this is a major resistance level, but it was a previous high, previous low zone. Everything in the middle was just everything in the middle was just craziness, just noise. So it really didn't phase until price broke out, create a new high, and then create a new low. So this price broke out of that, created a new high and new low, but it's smaller, but it's still a new high and new low. Excuse me. And then as you see, price broke up to this high and it pulled back to this low. If you go down to the 1 hour, you'll see how far this actually pulled back. So everything that happens in between would be noise. This kind of gives you, don't want to get too close like this. High, low, boom, high, boom, low, boom, right? So if price come back up to here, because it's already pushing this previous low level, price start pushing back to the previous high because it respected this previous high and previous low. So it has no choice, right? Everything is lined up. It has no choice but to continue to go in our direction. So again, I was timid. I was like, man, I should get out this trade. It's definitely not going in the way I want. And honestly, it's not this trade at all. It's me. Um, so I let it roll. I didn't get out. And that's part of building confidence, right? And like I said, it is 12:01 going into Wednesday, 12/18/24. All right. So we are on this thing so you can get the analysis for this week so that everything can play out and we can watch going to the next week. So been up coaching, teaching, mentoring all day, children, family, wife, food, cooking, cleaning, all that good stuff. So I wanted to be able to make sure I didn't bypass this. Had some internet issues yesterday. So that's the only reason why this wasn't up yesterday. So I apologize. Apologize, 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 apologize. That's supposed to be up Monday. All right. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at with the pivot levels, right? Um we're still above this pivot level on the hour time frame for Nas, and we're still above the pivot levels for the 30 minutes time frame for Nas. We also, I think, we're still above it for the 15 minutes, so we're still hovering above. Yep. Um, for the hour, for the hour, we're above the pivot levels for the 4 hour, above the pivot level. So still a very much strong buy. And then for the day, as you see, we're above the pivot levels, and that's how far we're gonna go with that. So for Nas 100, we're definitely still buying. If you are still currently in Nas 100, continue to hold it. If you have taken profit, great job. I'm telling you, a couple $100 in your pocket is not, especially making it home, it ain't bad. You made it at home. You know what I'm saying? And then, if you put it in your demo and it makes you feel comfortable, and you was able to build confidence from this, let me tell you, I'm proud of you, right? Because you didn't have to, right? You didn't have to. But the fact you did, you put on your demo, you didn't use the real money. You was, you was a confident, but you seen everything play out. So congratulations. But to all my kings and queens that literally been with me on the grind and we put this trade in, y'all worked y'all butt off and hard work's paying off. So yeah. So Nas 100, we have GBP, JPY, which GBP JPY, we are not trading because we already know those are red folders, but I would go to this chart and show you. And then I'm going to show you NVDA because I think I accidentally showed y'all that from the last video. And I don't trade it, but we could just monitor it. And then I'm gone. Make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, and bell so it can continue to motivate me to put out my experience and what I think of the chart and the way I analyze it. Like I said, I've been trading in the foreign exchange market for 5 years. The first 3 years I could say was not serious. I definitely took it too serious, but did not have the right risk that I wanted to in my first 3 years. So I've seen a massive amount of success, but definitely did not know how to use the success, utilize the capital, and some other things. Had a lot of growing to do. And the next 2 years, I had life to happen. So had to balance out the emotions and the ups and downs. And so these 2 years that we're going to track for YouTube, we're going to probably moving forward, we're going to track, hopefully be doing this in the next 10 years. That's my goal. But giving myself a goal within 2025 and 2026, we're going to track our goal for 2 years, 24 months. We're going to track these trades, my journey, my experience. I want to share some things that happened to me. Um, while I was on this journey, how it led to me doing the YouTube, how it was with the academy, my ups and my downs, and hopefully through all this, it encourage you to go ahead and start right now, start to get on your journey and put your 10 years, 20 years into play. Because I'm telling you, extra $200 out the market, it doesn't hurt. An extra $20,000 out the market doesn't hurt, especially if you know how to go in there and get it, and you know where to go get it, go in there and get it, and ain't nobody forcing nothing. So, all right, we can save that for the podcast, but yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned. So that was Nas 100. We're still watching Nas 100. We're gonna look at GBP, JPY, and it's crazy. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna put it up. I'm not gonna put it up. Nah, whether I hit or not, y'all gonna see me put it up. Um, I'll be going through the surgery soon. Y'all gonna see me do that. Y'all gonna see me literally go through life and track every part of my journey, as much as possible. Okay. So GP, GPY, not too for sure. I know we're not trading it, but I can look at it for you though. I can't really remember what I. Yeah, I do think that's gonna be visited back down. I don't know. This could be a push for the buy, but I don't honestly. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I don't really like this trade because of how it is this week. I want to see it do what it do, and this little squeeze right here, go from here to here. I want to see it what it does. Squeeze, and then come back down to retest this trend line some type of way, and see if it's gonna break or is it gonna use it as a push to momentum. It could, um, yeah, yeah, it could. I don't really like the first chart. So we had an opportunity for price to come back all the way here in this zone, and that's where we currently are. Low, previous high, previous low, previous high, previous low, high, low, highest high, because it broke this zone here. Create a new high, it's following. See, I do think price is gonna buy up to here, but then because it has some craziness in the news, it can fall back down to this trend line before making that move. So far as GBP, JPY goes, I don't see a reason to trade that at all. Like even though I'm looking at it on a week time frame, I just don't feel an interest to trade it. Like you just need that one good trade. So out of gold, JPY, USD, NAS 100, GBP, JPY, and EVDA, you can get your bucks on NAS 100. Now, if you are a trader, only trade Forex right now, and you have a small account, then you should definitely get a mentorship so you can talk about the right risk management for you to grow and compound your interest. And you should also be working on uh, practicing on your demos so you can capitalize your uh, your small account as much as possible. Um, so yeah, and then the last one I just want you guys to take a peek at. I think it was an XRP. I don't know what that was doing. I did like XRP. Um, yeah, okay. Oh, NVDA, um, Nasdaq Corporation. And I just wanted y'all to see that when I was looking at the previous video from last time, um, this was showing the previous high, previous low, right? And then price create a new high, followed by a new low, new high, and then equal low. This zone right here, like this point even make like hadn't even started yet. I was like, okay, if it breaks this neckline, as you saw, it already created a neckline on the 4 hour. It had already created a neckline. I said, price break this neckline, we could, and it closed below. And as you see, it closed below, right? And it was a head and shoulder pattern. But as you can see too, we're in the zone right here. Boom, right? So I price to pull back to uh to retest the zone here and then go back into that sell. So I can get a confirmation of this sell. I don't really trade this, but it is under the pivot levels. Um, Nasdaq is a good thing to trade though. Origin of the trade. Hold on. And then this will be the origin. Yep. Price could come back down to there. And again, my charts probably confusing to you, but I have a really clean charts as we go up throughout the week. So if you want to know what those look like, definitely tap in with me. Because like I said, um, this week we're gonna have a really good material. Really good material. And anything I said can help you click, help it, make sense to you. Then it means a lot to me. It really does. It means a lot to me. So um that's all I really see in the market. I'm not gonna hold you. I really need to be able to go to the gym and then get on so I can do these lessons for y'all. So, um, because created a new high and it dipped back into the previous low, and this was a resistant level, and it came as a support. I wanted to test it with support, come down testing this trend line and break this trend line. That's what I wanted to do. If this is supposed to be selling, but then this can actually be buying. Um, yeah, for sure, for sure. And if it's a fake out, just to grab a liquidity grab right here, then I want price to dip back inside of this. I wanted to dip. back inside. So open, it can open below, close above this support level, come back in and retest it as a resistance level. I mean, it's a solid support level, and then boom, back up. You use this position, that position too as a TP. But at this point in time, I don't see anything that I want to get this video. I know it was definitely one, right? Sound like I struggled the whole time, right? But kind of did. I already kind of knew which way these trades was gonna set up because I already went through, like I said, through class today. We go in hard, man. So I do 4 hour sessions depending on the person. And yeah, depending on the person and the progression they're in. This is with my elite members. So with my elite members, we get in every day, Monday through Friday. We get on and we look at the chart together. We break down the chart. So you'll see some of my students too. Maybe you'll see on, I think I shared one or two on the video, whatever. But um, we just get in and it's the elite team. So we get in and watching it, building our confidence, taking the trades together. It's kind of how we're doing it. And these members have been with me since Trenton State Academy. They went through the red phase, blue phase, and white phase. And if you don't have any idea like what I'm talking about, then you definitely do need to get in that trench work, man. That's why I said we got to get this together. So I'm taking everything that we did on trenches, put it on to YouTube, building a solid course through there just to show y'all that this is love. And like I said, you ain't gotta purchase my course at all, because it's free here. But you don't have to come and purchase any mentorship from me. If I show you someone or I plug you in with someone or I say something and you're gonna find another educator, whatever, and it goes to what you've been looking at, fine. Or I introduce you to something you didn't know. I'm the plug, okay? So call me the plug when it comes to Forex. That's what it is. And this is to help all this craziness make sense, right? Because at some point in time, you're gonna be juggling life like I've been juggling. Like I said, my internet was out yesterday because my dog chewed my cord. All right. So through life, through kids, through family, ups and downs, through work, through mental hardship, through all this stuff, and then on top of trying to learn chart patterns, highs, lows, support, resistance, all that good stuff, it started to sound crazy at some point in time. And guess what? You're going to say,
Forex is stupid.
and I agree. All right, man. So this has been the weekly analysis. See you next time here at Forex is Stupid, man. Yeah.